Well, of course it's a threat. They know they're on the wrong side of this. They know that the international community is standing against their use of chemical weapons in the UK, that they guaranteed that Syria would not have chemical weapons again, and yet here we have seen another mass destruction of innocent people. And I think that Russia should be getting the message that we are not going to back down, that we are going to stay within the rules of international engagement. We have now tried to degrade some of the capability in Syria, but Russia was supposed to do that on their own. It's time for Russia to step up and keep their international commitments and stop breaking the treaties time and again, like the INF Treaty, like most certainly the agreement they made after 2013, that they would assure that Syria would not have chemical weapons again. Then going into the UK and putting chemical weapons or nerve agents in their country to try to murder someone. Those are beyond the norms of international civil behavior, and Russia needs to step up to the plate and start trying to do things in the right way, which would be accepted in the international community.
Ambassador, one final question for you then on Russia's behavior and the US response to it. A Russian analyst told the Washington Post over the weekend that the US currently seems to have three separate Russian policies. You've got the presidents, the executive branches, and Congresses. And I wonder, now that we're hearing slightly more muscular language from President Trump about his opposite number, President Putin, do you think those three separate strands, you yourself as a former Republican senator, do you think they're aligning more closely at last?
I certainly think that America is speaking with one voice. I think the president has been very bold in the sanctions against Russia to say stop this kind of behavior, and Congress is in a bipartisan way very forceful on the issue of Russia stepping back and looking at what they're doing, looking at who they are supporting, supporting a president of a country that is killing his own people by whatever means. They should know better and they should do better. And that's what Congress is saying to Russia. It is what the president is saying to Russia. It is what his whole administration on every level is saying to Russia. Stop the bad behavior, the malign influence that you are sowing all over the world. It's time to come into the community of nations, and if you do so, we will welcome you.
Still watching? Perfect. Click here to watch another great video from CNBC International. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.